Hey guys, and welcome back for another Iceberg Urban Legends video. This one's going to be part 7, and we're most of the way done now. We got 3 more videos after this one, and it's kind of interesting because I'm curious on where the channel's going to go after this. So feel free to let me know in the comments down below that once this iceberg is done, what other topics you think I should cover. And also, feel free to let me know down below if there's been any urban legends that you have not heard of or that you were surprised to find out about from this urban legends iceberg. But with that being said, thank you for checking out the video. And if you would like, feel free to click that subscribe button down below if this is content that you find entertaining. But I do ask you to watch the video first and see if this is a channel that you would like subscribing to. And with all that being said, we're going to go ahead and get this Urban Legends Iceberg Part 7 video going and underway. And we're going to be starting out with this urban legend called No Face. But with this legend, I believe it's referring to a real person that was living by the name of Raymond Robinson, who had passed away in 1985. From what I could find, he had suffered an injury, and I think it might have been in his childhood, that resulted during a climb up a pole to try and reach a bird's nest. It ended up involving an electrical injury that left him disfigured, which I believe was mostly resulting in injuries to his face. Um, and he would take nighttime walks, I believe, is mostly um, just to avoid being out in large crowds and everything due to his disfigurement, but I don't know. I'm just taking a guess on that one. And over time, it led to tales of the Green Man or Charlie No Face. And from what I could see, there were a number of people that were raised hearing about those tales that were surprised to learn that he was a real man that had lived in the area. And to follow that up, there is another urban legend known as 10 Dreams. Um, and the urban legend is stating that you'll dream for 10 consecutive nights and have to follow a rule with each night. So, the first night in the first dream, you'll dream that you're lying in your bed in your room and you notice a girl in the window. The rule for that first dream is that you have to let her into your room. And dream number 2, the girl's now in your room because she's looking down, and because of her long hair, you're unable to see her face. You hear her muttering something, and after a while, you begin to understand what she's saying. She's saying, please, please. So, rule number 2 is to let her lie next to you in bed. In dream number 3, she is lying next to you in bed. You can now see her face clearly, and it's very badly burnt. And third rule is don't cry out when you see her face. Rule number 4, or dream number 4, is that you get out of bed and then the girl says, let's go to the park. So, rule number 4 is to go to the park with the girl without saying a word. Dream number 5, you are now at a park and you see someone pushing a stroller. Taking a closer look, you see that the mother is a cat and the baby is a dog, or vice versa. And rule number 5 is that you must kill either one of them. Dream number 6, while playing with the girl at the park, you take notice of an airship about to take off, which I think is another way of saying an airplane. But rule number 6 for that dream is to get onto the airship on time. And dream number 7, the airship is full of people who have heard this story just like you. And rule number 7 is that you have to find yourself a seat at any cost. Dream number 8, After a while, red and black roses will begin to rain down upon you. And rule number 8 for that dream is that you can only throw the black roses from the airship. Then, dream number 9, the airship will take you back to the park. And rule number 9 is that you have to go home with the girl and lie in bed with her again. And dream number 10, you will not know what happens on the 10th day unless you followed all the rules from the previous days. And you have to tell the story while you're awake. Otherwise, you'll go back to day 1 of the dream forever. Kind of an interesting thought process, but I don't know where that story circulated from or started coming from, but that is kind of an interesting urban legend, I feel like. And if you guys are enjoying the video, please feel free to click that subscribe button down below, as well as the bell notification to be notified of all future uploads. And if you'd like to support the channel in other ways as well, there will be links in the description down below that you could check. I do recommend checking them out to see if that's something you'd be interested in. But we're going to continue on with the next urban legend, which is the Stoll's Gateway to Hell. It's located in Stoll, Kansas, at one of their graveyards. There, according to what I was reading, was a church that stood at one time but has been torn down. However, I could also find when I was reading that apparently there's also a church that's located across the street or in the general area. Um, some websites I've read, there's mentions of a witch, I think maybe buried there or in the area or performed some sort of ceremony there. I do not know for sure. If you're from that area or you know more about that, feel free to let me know in the comments down below, because I couldn't really seem to find a lot of information on what the ties was with the witch to the graveyard. Um, but I did read some mentions that the devil has claimed the area for himself. However, I've also seen reports that some people say they don't notice or feel any dark energy or any sort of um, odd feelings when they're in the area. And that one I couldn't really seem to find too much about, as far as what actually the urban legend is or why that graveyard is called the Gateway to Hell. The last one that I'm going to wrap this section up with is called the Fatal Fare. It's urban legend in regards to taxi drivers. However, some of the urban legend also stated that could be to people that pick up a hitchhiker as well. The story goes that the taxi driver picks someone up who gives them the name of somewhere that they want to go. However, the taxi driver does not know the area, and the driver states that they will give them directions to the area and even offers to pay a higher fare for it. To which the taxi driver will reluctantly agree, and the person proceeds to give them complex directions, um, which would be something along the lines of like, take the next 3 lefts, then you'll take 2 rights, and then you're going to keep going till you see a sign. And I will give you further directions upon reaching that sign. And then once they reach that sign, the person will repeat similar directions. Take 4 lefts and 2 rights and keep going till you see a sign. You'll receive your next set of directions when you get to that sign. Um, After a while, the driver gets lost and frustrated, and the direction seems to lead them in a circle. However, when he stops the vehicle and turns around to look at the passenger to ask where they're going or ask them to get out, etc., he gets surprised because no one is in the vehicle with him or no longer in the vehicle with him, and proceeds to turn back around and drive forward, which proceeds to lead to the taxi driving off a cliff and the driver unfortunately passing away, which is hence the name, the Fatal Fare. So, I know that video is not the longest, but not the shortest. Feel free to let me know in the comments down below what you guys thought of these urban legends that were located on this level of the iceberg. And I do want to say that I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. And if you would like, feel free to click that subscribe button down below. Uh, we are over 300 subscribers on this channel, and I would really enjoy to be able to hit up to 310 to even 325 or even beyond that. So if you guys feel like you want to subscribe, by all means, go ahead and also click that bell notification button down below to be notified of all my future uploads. And also, there is the links down in the description that you guys can check out if you'd like to support the channel in other means. But with all that being said, enjoy life, take it a day at a time, and I'll catch y'all next time.